Hi guys, so today we're having a look at the I Heart Revolution Peach Baking Powder. So this is £5, you get 22 grams I believe. It's written on the box, not on the actual container. Yeah, 22 grams. So it's £5, it comes in a jar with a little puff in it. And so Revolution always had a bit of a, a reputation for imitating other brands, let's say. So for today, for this review, we are going to be comparing it to the Too Faced Peach Perfect Powder, which is £22 for 35 grams. So a little bit pricier, 4 times the price, for not 4 times as much product, but we are going to do like a face-off one side with each to see how they go, and let's see how that went. Right, so this is the first time I'm going to be opening this, so proper first impression as well as like a face-off going on today. So, right, okay, why did I put the tweezers back down? Because I know these tops open a lot easier with tweezers. Okay, so packaging, super cute. Okay, just straight off, have to point that out. It is very, very cute. The weight doesn't seem to be written on the actual packaging, but there's 22 grams in this, and the Too Faced is 35, so you are getting less product. So open it, there is a little powder puff and a sifter. So where is the little tab for you? So it's not a resealable sifter like with the Too Faced, but you know, it is a very affordable product, so you know, I don't really worry about that too much. Obviously if you put the powder puff back in, that's gonna somewhat control what comes out. So I'm going to tap some out into the lid. It's scented, but it's definitely not as strong as the Too Faced. Yeah, nowhere near as strong as the Too Faced. Colour wise, it looks a little bit lighter, so that might be interesting. But anyway, so I'm going to put the Revolution one on the right hand side of my face because it begins with R and I will remember that. Unfortunately I do only have one powder brush that I love using, but I don't think the amount of residue left on a powder brush is going to have a massive impact on, you know, how the product works. Just a quick last minute double check that my concealer is still nice and blended before I go and start setting it. So I always do my under eyes first because sometimes the concealer there creases a little bit and it doesn't really on the rest of my face, so I do like, I blend that and then go straight in with the powder. So looking nice and matte. I'm not really getting much smell off of it, much of a scent off of it, but you know, that's just like a gimmicky fun bit of the product, doesn't really matter that much. So it's not really changed the colour of my foundation, but definitely a nice matte finish compared to this unset side. So kind of dust my brush off a little bit and go into the Too Faced. I've actually been so excited about filming this video since I ordered this, which is really weird. Anyway. So, matte wise, it might be a little bit more matte than the Too Faced. and possibly is a tiny bit lighter. I don't think you would notice in general. Just I think there is a little bit more of like a peach tone to the Too Faced one, which possibly warms things up a little bit more than the Revolution one has. So I'll zoom you in. I don't think under this lighting it's going to actually like show up for you guys. But you know, this is the Too Faced side and this is the Revolution side. But yeah, it's not like noticeable, like people will be looking at me in the street like, why do the two sides of her face look different? But yeah, so I'm going to go and finish up the rest of my makeup. If Andy wants to do a timestamp from just now, it is 12 just now, and I will be back to see at the end of the day or partway throughout the day, depending how these two sides have held up. Right, I'm back for a check-in. Ignore the lips. I'm doing a wear test on them as well today, and I've just had my dinner. Well, okay, I had my dinner and then I watched American Horror Story for a bit. So it's 8:15 just now, and let's see how these powders are doing. So this is the Revolution side, and this is the Too Faced side. And I think they're relatively even, if I'm honest with you. Yeah, I'm not really noticing a huge difference in terms of the wear and the oil breaking through. It is breaking through because I've got really oily skin. I'm gonna clean up that lipstick there a little bit, and I'm gonna just repowder both sides of my face, because I want to see whether either side starts to look cakey, because, you know, that's an important thing. So again, going into the Revolution powder. I would say we are back to looking matte. It's grabbed maybe a tiny bit around my forehead, but, you know, definitely doesn't look like a cakey mess. And then into the Too Faced to do the same on the other side. So it's grabbed a tiny bit on my forehead as well. That bit of my forehead is just a bit of a problem area really for repowdering, which is strange. But there you go. So all in all, performance wise, I think these powders are pretty similar. Sorry, I just wanted an extra bit in there. I did dip into the Revolution one, I promise. So yeah, these are pretty gosh darn similar. So it does make me sad that this doesn't smell as strongly, because I love peach. But at the same time, how long am I really getting to smell it for when it's my powder, you know? So overall, you know, the sensible voice in my head is saying, yeah, when my Too Faced one runs out, I should totally buy this one because it's so much more affordable. But I also know that there's a childish part of my head that goes, oh my god, I want the smell from the Too Faced one. Every day, every morning I'm getting ready. So I don't know, we'll see whether the sensible voice wins out or not. But overall, I think this is definitely a good buy. It's, you know, it's a good powder, it's nice and finely milled, the packaging's super cute, and it's really nice and affordable. There is a couple of other kind of scents I believe they're slightly different shades as well, because this does have, as you know, a bit of a peachy tone to it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below, if you've seen too much of a difference between the two of these. I really genuinely don't. And let me know what you think. Let me know what you would like to see reviews of going forward, and if you've enjoyed the video, please hit the subscribe button. I will say, I was out today collecting charity for the Greyhound charity, collecting money for the Greyhound charity I help out with, and I think for the first time ever somebody actually came up to me in the street because they recognised me from YouTube, and I was like so like happy, shocked that I never even asked their name, because I was just like, yeah. So if that was you and you're watching, hi, sorry that I was totally like away with it. It just hadn't happened to me before, and hope you had an awesome day going on from that. So for the rest of you guys, I will see you later. I hope you had a good weekend, and I hope this week goes well. Oh my god, I'm losing my ability to talk. I hope you had a good weekend, and I hope your week goes well.